The Minister of Finance has launched the National Budget Month ahead of the reading of the 2026-2027 budget on June 11th, outlining government priorities under the spending plan worth 84.3 trillion shillings. But where will this money come from? Government projects domestic revenues at 44.18 trillion shillings, domestic borrowing at 11.97 trillion shillings, external project support at 11.27 trillion. Domestic refinancing of 13.97 trillion, petroleum revenues of 1.44 trillion shillings, budget support grants of 1.22 trillion shillings, and local government revenues at 339 billion shillings. Of the total budget, 47.16 trillion shillings is available for discretionary spending, while 37.2 trillion shillings will go towards statutory obligations, including wages, pensions, and debt servicing. Debt servicing alone is projected at 33.4 trillion shillings, while interest payments are averaging at 12.4 trillion shillings. The growing cost of debt remains a concern for many observers, including civil society.
Your appetite for domestic borrowing, we still believe it is the one driving up the interest rates in this country. Because as of January 2026, commercial banks, you took 84% of commercial bank credit. So little has remained for the private sector.
But financing of local government still remains a challenge, and filling especially the jobs, because we still have about 54% staffing levels.
But for the private sector, access to affordable financing remains a major challenge.
I know that we have addressed some of these issues together under GROW and now INVITE, but I think that net needs to be spread wider. Two, we still have many challenges on infrastructure.
Government, however, says that the budget is focused on strategic growth sectors, including human capital development at 13.5 trillion shillings, infrastructure development at 10.8 trillion shillings, security at 10.2 trillion shillings, wealth creation programs at 2.5 trillion shillings, agro-industrialization at 2.42 trillion shillings, science, technology and innovation at 1.1 trillion shillings, manufacturing at 1.04 trillion shillings, tourism development at 571.5 billion shillings, while the allocation to mineral development, oil and gas is 435.5 billion shillings. The Minister of Finance Permanent Secretary and the Secretary to Treasury, Dr. Ramathan Ggoobi, defended the government strategy, saying the country is working towards reducing borrowing as domestic revenue grows.
Because we are working on how to mobilize more revenue. As you will see in that budget, or you have already seen, our main emphasis going forward is mobilization of more revenue to finance the budget.
As the National Budget Month begins, the debate now shifts from how much money government plans to spend to whether the 84.3 trillion shillings budget can deliver jobs, growth, and improved livelihoods for ordinary Ugandans.